I'm not gonna forget this time. All right. Charger in. Tease Jeopardy in effect. I know, I'm late. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But we're here now. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for ATI Teas? What's up? What's up? Hello. How's your week going? I know it's only Tuesday, but it's also the second day of August. New month, new me, I guess. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get into why we are all here. ATI TEAS Jeopardy, guys. All right, so if it's anyone's first time, please let me know. Let me know if it's your first time in the comments down here below. If you are a repeater, hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful Tuesday afternoon, the 2nd of August. Okay, we are here for our ATI TEAS 7 review, our free review. Okay, and it's Jeopardy style to make it funny. Y'all know we play for prizes. Okay, so, all right, so all my first timers, who do we have? We have TSW, what's up? Vasti, Mommy, 102988, Miss Linda, Markia, Chanel, Olivia, Tracy, Sheena, Shay, awesome, M. Cancelaire. Hello, welcome. Thank you guys. There are a lot of first timers. Awesome. All right, so just a quick little rundown of how we do ATI TEAS Jeopardy, and we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Jeopardy style. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Jeopardy, but it's basically a game show, and I like to incorporate games and other fun elements into all of my study resources to make it fun and less overwhelming, less like a walking panic attack. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have our 4 categories. That's our math, reading, science, and English. And whether you're taking HESI or you're taking the TEAS, you should be here because they're essentially testing the same thing. Like they're testing your basics in literally math, reading, science, and English. How those are broken down, like the subsections, what's on TEAS section-wise is on HESI. But I do know that HESI, it differs as far as like the 9 different parts. Some schools may require you to do A&P and I don't know, biology and not do physics or something like that. I don't know. I didn't have to take HESI. I took TEAS. But either way, you're still going to be tested in math, reading, science, and English. So you need to be here in order to practice. All right. So practice makes progress no matter what arena and what we're talking about. Okay. So, how we're going to do is we're going to go through each, except for reading, because that's a lot. We're going to go through, on live, we're going to go through each of these categories. You have 5 questions per category. They range from 100 points to 500 points. Okay, now when I put the question on the screen, and this is for my visual learner base, all right, it's not just me just reading it off anymore. You guys will be able, just like you're able to see the screen right here, you'll be able to see the questions and when it comes up, as well as the rationale when it's time to reveal the answer. So for all my visual learners, this is perfect for you and also interactive. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to pull up the question. You do not have to wait for me to finish reading the question in order for you to answer. Okay? Because this is incentivized. We're playing for points. We're playing for prizes. The person with the highest amount of points at the end is going to win a free digital ATI TEAS 7 bundle. All right? It's originally $39, but someone's going to get it for free. Okay? Like I said, practice makes progress and also makes for a prize. There's a lot of P's. Bunch of P's going on. So yes, I'm going to read, you're going to see the question. Now it is Jeopardy style, so this is very important for everyone that's really playing for points, and like really competitive. If I have any like fellow Scorpios, I feel you on that competition. That's me. Make sure you note this. This is Jeopardy style, so you have to say what is before you say your answer. So it's going to be multiple choice. So let's say the answer is B. You're going to say what is B. Okay, you don't have to say like the sentence behind whatever B is. You can just say what is B to shorten the time. But yeah, just say what is before any answer in order for it to qualify. Okay, this is Jeopardy style. We're making it fun. Okay, I'm distracting your mind from the overwhelm of the T's, and so you can put all that energy into remembering how to play this game. Okay, so it's every man for itself. Whoever answers first on my screen and answers correctly is going to be the winner of those points. You're going to go on my handy dandy scoreboard over here and we're going to collect those points that way. All right, so just in case there is some connectivity issues and there's like a lag with the live stream, you can exit the live and then come back in to kind of reset it. But like I said, the best way, honestly, to shave off time if you really want to, be the first girl to answer. Very important note. On the T's, it doesn't matter if you're first, second, 13th, 87. It does not matter what number you are as long as you answered the question correctly in the time allotted. When you get like 209 minutes to take 170 questions. So, you want to aim for about like a minute per question, except for like the reading. The reading's going to take you a little bit more because you have to read passages, but we want to make sure that you're staying within that minute. But because this is a game where we're kind of playing for incentives and prizes, we're just going to make it a little bit more competitive, and we're going to race to see who's going to be the first person to answer right here. Okay, thumbs up if you understand. If you have any questions, just drop it down below. Either me or one of our wonderful vets. Someone's going to answer because I guarantee you someone's been here before. All right. Hold on. Let me go back through what y'all are saying. Where did you buy the hair? I have to remember. Is it a hysterectomy brain? I'll let you know at the end of this or when it comes to me in a second. Hold on. Math, vocabulary, reading. Yeah, vocabulary is within English. It's English language usage and vocabulary, as in as far as subsections. All right. So if y'all are ready to get started, give me a thumbs up. I'm going getting some thumbs up. Okay, awesome. Somebody said, wait, hold on. Pros and cons on the T7 for those that have taken it. Yes, if anyone else has taken the T's and it's you passed recently, drop your experience below. Someone's asking for it. T7 is different from the sixth one. If you need that breakdown, I have a free breakdown in the link in my bio. It's the difference between T6 and 7. It'll give you the entire breakdown of what's different. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's see what's gonna be our first question. Let's do math. Math for 400, guys. Math for 400. 7 gallons is equal to how many liters? 7 gallons is equal to how many liters? A, 21. B, 0.54. C, 26.6. Or D, 112. 7 gallons is equal to how many liters? What is our answer? What is our answer? I love a good conversion. All right, Teas Tuesday. This is the first Teas Tuesday in August. All right, get my scoreboard ready. All right, so I'm seeing a bunch of A's. I see a C. I see another C. All right, let's look and see. Get it? Let's look and see what our answer is. All right, let's go ahead and see what our answer is. All right, so this is math for 400. Drum roll, please. The correct answer is, what is C? 26.6. 26.6. All right, remember, we had 7 gallons and we were trying to figure out how many liters it was. All right, now, first things first, you want to find out the conversion rate. All right, 1 gallon is equal to 3.8 liters. All right, since we know that, We have gallons, and so we just got to figure out what our liters is. Since we have that conversion rate, all we have to do now is set up our proportion. All right, so we know that for every 1 gallon, we have 3.8 liters. All right, now proportionately, remember that it's equal to what they gave us, which was, well, what they're trying to get us to figure out. 7 gallons is equal to how many liters? You can substitute the unknown number for X, or substitute X for the unknown number. So we have 1 gallon over 3.8 liters equals to 7 gallons over X liters. All right, so what we do then, and it looks like, well, it's kind of written here. All right, so what we do now is cross multiply. All right, we're going to multiply the 7 by the 3.8 and the 1 by the X. All right, 1 times anything is going to be what that thing is. So 1 times X is going to be X. All right, and then the 7 times 3.8, when we do that math, that gives us 26.6. So X equals 26.6. So great job to everyone that said C, 26.6 liters. Let's look and see who got it first and who also got it just period. First person to get it correct is, Frenchy Mamas, you said C, so like on the actual teas, you would have got that right. Congratulations, great job. But for Teas Jeopardy, you didn't say what it is, so you don't get the points. But just know that you are the first person to correctly get that question correct. So awesome job. But the points will go to the next person that got it correct and said what is, which is Chrissy 006. Chrissy 006. All right, awesome job. All right, so Chrissy, you're on the scoreboard with 400 points. Congratulations. Who else said 26.6? Miss Justice, you said 26.4. I'm hoping that if you would have, it's not an option, but I'm hoping that if you would have seen it, you would have opted in for the 26.6 since that was closest to your answer. So I just want to take that. I want you to take that away from it. All right. You were very, very close. You weren't correct, but you were very close. But since it was multiple choice, I'm hoping that you would have just picked the correct answer. Chanel also got it. Great job. Fearless Nage. Great job. Beautiful Butterfly. Sweet Tea. Okay. All these people get it. What's it? C. Yoli X. Just right. It's okay. It is okay. More questions to come for you guys to answer, I promise. So great job, Chrissy. Again, you got those 400 points. Somebody said, what was the question? We were trying to figure out 7 gallons is equal to how many liters? And the answer was 26.6. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our next question, which is, that was math. So we got to do science for 300. Science for 300. All right, the double helical structure of DNA consists of blank. Is it 1, a sugar molecule and nitrogen bases? 2, a sugar molecule, a phosphate group, and nitrogen bases? Is it 3, a sugar molecule and nitrogen bases? Or is it 4, a sugar molecule and a phosphate group? What is our answer? Do not forget, this is Jeopardy. You have to say what is after your answer. Well, before your answer, sorry. All right, so what is, and then 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, what is our answer? Remember that you want to try to answer this within 60 seconds, okay? And I want you guys to kind of get in the habit of timing yourself now so that you kind of get muscle memory, so that by the time, you get closer and closer to taking your teas, especially after coming here with me, your body will be trained enough to know, like, okay, this is 60 seconds. I can take this amount of time and answer it as fast as I can and as accurately as I can. Okay, and I want you to take the fact that it should be within 60 seconds and then get like test anxiety on the actual day. So the more you practice, the more you progress. All right, what is our answer? I'm getting lots of like 1s and 2s. So let's see which one it is. This was science for 300. And the answer is, drum roll please, What is two? What is two? A sugar molecule, a phosphate group, and nitrogen bases. All right, that is the correct answer. All right, so a DNA molecule, all right, that is made up of two strands that are twisted together. I don't have my D. It's like, no, I can't do it. I'm trying to make it like a double helix when it's not working. Whatever, it's two strands together like a ladder that twists, okay? Now, each strand comprises a backbone of deoxyribose sugar and phosphate groups. Each sugar has a nitrogenous base attached. There are 4 nitrogenous bases for DNA. Oh, damn it, it says it right here. I just want to ask y'all what it was. Ooh, okay, extra credit. So it says right here, the 4 nitrogenous bases are adenine, which is A, cytosine, which is C, guanine, which is G, or thymine, which is T. If y'all were with me a couple of weeks ago, then y'all know this answer. Or if you've seen the video, you at least know the answer. All right, so each of these bases, they pair up. All right, so if I had a base that was adenine, what would be the matching pair? What would be the matching base to adenine? If you're bio, you cheated. You cheated. Pure bio cheated. But yes, absolutely. I remember A to T and G to C. Okay? But yes, the answer was thymine. Great job for Pure Bio. I can read your mind. That's funny. All right, Pure Bio, you got the extra credit points. You got the 100 points. Pure Bio. 100 points for you. Great job. And great job to everyone else that said, Matillion, that's so funny. That's an underwear. Absolutely. Y'all watched the video. Osa, is that you? I don't get that. I don't get it. All right, so let's go. Oh, Forever She. Aw. All right, so did I get those points? No, I didn't even get who actually got was 3. I mean, what is 2? All right, so let me go back up and see who was the first person to say what is 2. And that was D. Durham. Awesome job, D. Durham. D. Durham. So you have 300 points. Awesome. Who else got what is 2? Or B. Magnifique. Jay Walker. Y'all don't forget to say what is. Yoli. Jessa. Pure Buyout. Student Nurse 2NP. Fat with a PH. Ms. Inga, TSW, Brianna Monet, I am Nisha, Fearless Nage, Zara. Ooh, it's cute. I like that name. Great job, everybody. All right, next question. That was science, right? Cool. We did math, science. All right, next question. Okay. I was like, what? Where's the answer? All right, this one's an English question. English for 100. Freight train with your mile of cars, collecting eclectic graffiti like scars. Ghosts of innumerable nameless places, seen but looked past by thousands of faces. Ooh, first of all, I slayed that. Which of the following is likely the genre of the passage? 1, poetry. 2, letter. 3, fictional story, or 4, book review. All right, everyone is saying 1, poetry. It's because I read it like it was poetry. Like, I read poetry. But no, I'm just kidding. Y'all knew it because y'all are badasses. That's why. Let's go ahead and everyone's saying the same thing. We're either all right or all wrong. Let's look and see what that answer is. English for 100, the answer is what is 1, poetry. Everybody got that right. Y'all know I celebrate my small wins and my big wins, so everyone gets a shout out that got it right. All right, who got it right first, though? That was Pure Buyout. Pure Buyout, you're already in the scoreboard with 100 points, so you just got another 100 points added. So you now have a score of 200. Who else got it? Remember, even though you're not just because you didn't get it first, here does not mean that you are not understanding the content. As long as you get it correct, you are really winning. This is just because it's Tuesday night and I want to hang with y'all and get some questions out. All right, so who else got it correct and would have gotten it correct on the T's, period? Dips by Rena, India, D. Durham, Frenchie Mamas, Jessa, Student Nurse to MP, Miss Inga, India R. Reeve, Fearless Nage, Shanice, Brianna Monet, Hi Jazz, Ms. Just Us, Brosha, I Am Nisha, Woman of God. Awesome job. Ooh. Earthquake. I'm just kidding. My thing was about to fall. All right, let's go to the next question. All right, just make sure I got that. Next question. That was English for 100. Let's do math. Let's do math for 100. All right, which of the following answer choices was rounded correctly? A, 35.265, sorry. Rounded to the nearest tenth is 35.27. B is 145.2571. Rounded to the nearest hundredths is 145.3. C says 3814.645. Rounded to the nearest thousand is 4,000. And D is 45,127.365. Rounded to the nearest whole number is 45,137. Oh, everyone's like not all over the place, but everyone has a different answer pretty much. We are looking for the answer choice that's rounded correctly. Okay, so it's going to give you the number, where it wants you to round it to, and then what the answer is. And your job is to figure out which one, A, B, C, or D, is true or false. Which one's true? That's what we're looking for. Which one's rounded correctly? It didn't tell us which one's rounded to the tenths correctly. It didn't give us a particular format yet. That's included in each of the answers. So we just have to make sure that what they want it to round with in each answer choice matches what each answer is in that answer choice. Does that make sense? All right, so we're looking for if it's the answer choices that's rounded correctly. A says 35.265 rounded to the nearest tenth is 35.27. So we're looking to see if that's true. All right, if something's rounded, if they want it rounded to the nearest tenth, we are looking for which number? The 3, the 5, the 2, the 6, or the last 5. Which one is the 10th number in the 10th place? Okay, so that's what you have to think about. Now, let's look and see what the actual answer for this one is. All right, given that, let's go and look and see what our answer is. What is C? C, 3,814.645 rounded to the nearest thousand is 4,000. Okay, that is the correct one. All right, so what you have to remember is your rounding rules. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. But remember your rounding rules. Okay, so let's look at this example in particular. All right, so when you're worried about rounding and trying to remember your rounding rules, the first one is underline the place value you're rounding to so you don't forget. Okay, so this one, it's rounded to the nearest thousand, not thousand, just thousand. Okay, so we are looking at the 3. All right, that is going to be the place that we're rounding to. They want the nearest thousand, so we're looking at that that 3. Okay, right here in the beginning, right next to C. We're looking for that 3. That is the thousands place. Okay, now what you after you underline your value, in this case it's 3. What you want to do is look to the right of that number. This is my right. All right, to see to the number that you underline. When you look to the right of the one that they want to round to, we're looking at that 8. Okay, now this is where you apply those specific rounding rules. All right, so if the digit is 5 to 9, you're going to round up. All right, if it's 0 to 4, you're going to round down. So we just said that that number to the right of our underlying number is 8. 8 is obviously between 5 and 9, so we're going to apply those rounding rules. All right, if you see a 5 to 9, in which we see an 8, the underlying digit goes up by 1. So that 3 now goes up by 1 digit to 4. Okay, to the nearest thousand. All right, so since that rounded up to the nearest thousand, we have to remember the last rule. Anything to the right of the underlying digit now turns to 0. All right, so that 814.6455, that has now been rounded. That's going to be turned to 0. Now that we have rounded from that 3 to the 4, we now at 4,000, which is why what is C is correct. Make sense? All right, so who got that one first? What is C or what is 3? Scroll. Student nurse to NP. Awesome job. Student nurse to NP. 100 points. I was like, how much? 100 points. Great job. Who else got what is C or what is 3? Shaynell. Awesome job. Ooh, who else? Yoli said, no, I take it back. It's C. Great job. Usually I'd be like, don't change your answer, but I'm glad you changed it because you understood you did something wrong. You looked at something wrong. Musy or Mussy. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but great job. Who else? Princess Peach. And everyone that said that when I asked on the first question which number was the 10th place, and it was 2. Great job. Mussy, Yoli, Princess Peach, and D. Durham, you guys said what it was. And I think Brianna too. Woman of God, you also said C, so great job. All right. Awesome job, everybody. Let's go into science. Science for 200. How many chromosomes does a human cell have? A, 46. B, 44. C, 23. Or D, 22. Don't forget to say what is. This is ATI TEAS Jeopardy. Okay? How many chromosomes does a human cell have? How many chromosomes does a human cell have? I definitely wanted to include this question because even to this day, these types of questions, they get me each and every time. They get me each and every time. All right, I just want to make sure everyone's kind of getting their answer. And don't forget to say what is. You don't have to say what is on the actual TEAS test. This is just for TEAS Jeopardy. Let's go ahead and see what that answer is. All right, let's go over what our answer is, because this is going to be a very teachable moment. All right, and our answer is that it? Yep. Boop. What is A? 46. What is A? 46. So this is the breakdown. Woman of God said it gets me too. It gets me every time. Because sometimes they ask for like, how many pairs versus how many chromosomes. Like, it confuses the shit out of me every time. So the answer is A, 46. So the breakdown of that 46. Each human cell contains 22 pairs of autosomes and 1 pair of sex chromosomes. All right, so 22 plus 1 is 23. But remember, 23 pairs. Pairs is what? Not pears like the fruit, but like a pair of shoes, a pair of brand new thymines. You get it? That was funny. But yes, 22 plus 1 is going to be 23. We have 23 pairs. It's asking us for how many chromosomes. So 23 times 2, because remember, it's pairs. 23 pairs. So if you're trying to figure out how many of the individual chromosomes it is, 23 times 2 is 46. I know, it gets me too. It gets me too. What'd you say? Yes! I gotta remember the sex gamete has 23. Yo, same. I forget it, and I mix them up every time. Every time I want to say 23, it's 46. And every time I want to say 46, it's 23. Like, I never win. So every time I see these, I'm like, I'm going to include it, because I'm going to get it right one of these days. All right. So the first person to get that, A46. You smart person, you, because it gets me every time. First person to get it, D. Durham. I see what you did. What is, then you said A. That worked out so that very well for you, in your favor. But D. Durham got it. What is A? You're already in the scoreboard with 300 points, so you just got another 200. So now you have 500 points. Great job, D. Durham. All right, so who else got what is A? Frenchie Mamas, Marilyn, Sinker, Tori, Miss Just Us, Chanel, Mira, my bad. Hijaz DeLuna, a different one, Mama Sheeta, Hot Diggity Sam. I love that. Nay. I think I was thinking about 23 and 23 complete the cell. I always think of it like 23 and 23 complete the cell to make 46. Oh. My chunky finger messed me up. Oh, that's funny. Isn't there something called 23andMe, or is that 21andMe? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like that swab thing? Hold on. 23 and me. I think that's what it's called, right? It's like Ancestry. Yeah, that's DNA genetic testing. 23andMe. Yeah, that's okay. So that's what I'm gonna think about. Is that what you meant? 23andMe? Because your thing just reminded me of 23andMe. So now that's actually really gonna help me. Cause I'm gonna be like, all right, 23andMe. I know one of these numbers has to be doubled. So it's like 23 or 46. It can't be like 46 and what's 46 times 2? 92. 46 times 2. Yep. Okay, great. All right. Do you have study guide for the T's? Yes. Link in my bio. It's the ATI TEAS 7 study bundle. Next question. Did I get who got that? Yes, D. Durham. Let's go into the next one, which is y'all are gonna hate me, but it's reading. Oh, I'm so sorry, but we gotta do it. Reading for 400, guys. 20. All right, so reading for 400. I was reading Yoli's response. All right, so Alex, a director of studies, has been asked to monitor classes from a mix of teachers for quality assurance reasons. Ooh, that just sounded like T-Mobile or something like that. Alex will monitor the classes of only the most experienced teachers. Which of the following answer choices best describes the appropriateness of Alex's sample of teachers in the given vignette? 1, the sample is not biased and is appropriate for the study. 2, the sample is biased because the size is too small. 3, the sample is biased because the size is too large. Or 4, the sample is biased because it only contains teachers who have more experience. Which of the following answer choices best describes the appropriateness of Alex's sample of teachers in the given vignette. All right, for everyone this is your first time studying and reviewing with me, especially for TEAS Tuesday, I always say, whether it's TEAS or NCLEX or whatever test you're about to say, read through the entire thing first, question and answer choices, and then go back and read the actual question, like what it's asking you. Usually it's the last sentence, period. Go back and up and read that last sentence. So I just read through it. And just to remind me of what the question's actually asking me for, not what I think it's asking me for, I'm going to go back and just refresh my memory. And I'm like, what the hell are they asking me again? Let me just reread it one more time. Reread it so then you'll know, okay, this is what I'm looking for. All right? They are looking for the answer choice that best describes the appropriateness of Alex's sample of teachers in this given vignette. Vignette. I don't know how to say that word. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of what it's for, so let's go ahead and just see what our answer is. Reading for 400, the answer is, remote please. What is for? Awesome job. I hate reading. Let's go ahead and see who got that first. What is D? Student nurse to NP. Awesome job. So you just got 400 points. You're already in the scoreboard with 100. So you now have 500. So you and D Durham are actually tied with 500 points. Then Chrissy, you have 400. And then Pure Bio, you have 200. Let's go ahead and read it, and then I'm shout out everybody that got that one correct. All right, so it says what is for is the correct answer. Snaps for everyone that got it right. The sample is biased because it only contains teachers who have more experience. The first sentence shows that a mix of teachers was requested, but Alex will only monitor classes of teachers with the most experience who could perhaps provide better quality lessons, thus showing bias. Ooh, I could give y'all another nursing related example, but I don't even know if I want to be that petty. I won't be petty because it's not even petty. It's truth. Remember that bias is showing favor toward or prejudice against a thing, person, or group when compared to another. This type of comparison upon examination is usually considered to be unfair in some way, and always. In this case, Alex is showing favor toward experienced teachers, which leaves out the newer teachers in the quality assurance review. I know it rings a bell. It's always somebody versus somebody, and no matter what line of work you're in, whether it's CNA versus MA, LPN versus RN, ASN versus BSN, RN versus MP, MP versus PA, girl, it goes on. All right, everyone else that got what is for, great job. Student nurse got it first. Frenchie Mamas also got it. Fearless Nage, Tori S, Miss Just Us, Forever, She Osa, Sam, One and Only Aaliyah, Hot Diggity Sam, Jessa, Yoli, Hijaz DeLuna, Woman of God, Shauna Lovely, Beautiful Butterfly. Great job. You shouldn't be scared. You should not be scared. You are getting these answers correct. I've been calling out your name, Hijaz DeLuna. You've been getting these answers correct. Don't be scared. It should be scared of you because you coming for it. All right. Let's do, okay, let me see if y'all remember. Let me see if y'all remember this. Let me see who's paying attention. All right, math for 500. Natalie adds 32 cups of water to a bucket containing 3 gallons of water. How many liters of water are in the bucket? Is it A, 8, B, 19, C, 35, or D, 26? How many liters of water are in the bucket? All right, Natalie adds 32 cups of water to a bucket containing 3 gallons of water. How many liters? So we got 3 different measurements, right? We got cups, we got gallons, and they're asking us for liters. All right, so a cup some way, somehow, gonna have to be, it's 3 cups in a gallon. Cups are gonna have to be converted to gallons, and then gallons are gonna have to be converted to liters. You see those steps? Those steps, right? All right, let's. Awesome. Let's go ahead and see what this answer is. What is this again? Math? Yep, math for 500. The answer is B, 19 liters. 19 liters. All right, now let's go ahead and go through it. Remember, our girl Natalie, she added 32 cups to a bucket that already had 3 gallons. So remember, we're trying to convert the cups to gallons. All right, and then we're going to add those gallons together, convert gallons from liters. All right, we got this like a 3-step process. Step 1, convert cups to gallons. How many cups are in a gallon? If you didn't know, now you know. You see it right here. 1 gallon is 16 cups. Know it, remember it, burn it into your brain. Okay? 1 gallon is 16 cups. You know, y'all know that song? Cup song? 16 of them cup songs is 1 gallon. Okay? Now, taking what we have, 1 gallon is 16 cups. We know that Natalie put 32 cups into the bucket. If we know that 1 gallon is 16 cups, 32 divided by 16 is 2 gallons. All right? So, Natalie, those 32 cups that Natalie put in the bucket, it's also proportionate to 2 gallons. It's the same thing as 2 gallons. All right. So she put 2 gallons in a bucket that already had 3 gallons. So now we have 2 of the same units. All right. So 2 gallons plus 3 gallons is going to be how many gallons in the bucket? 5 gallons. Okay. So now we have 5 gallons. Remember, the question asked us, how many liters do we have? Okay. Now, remember from question like 1, remember, we were trying to figure out how many gallons, how many liters was this gallon? Was 7 gallons. Now we're trying to figure out how many liters is 5 gallons. Okay, so 5 gallons liters. What do you remember from the very first question? That 1 gallon equals 3.8 liters. All right, so if that is the equation right there, and we have 5 gallons, 1 times 5 is the same thing as 3.8 times 5. All right. Now, when we do that, that's going to give us 19. 3.8 times 5 is going to give us 19. All right. So that's how many liters are in that bucket total. Thumbs up. Did you guys get that? Do you remember that from the first question? Okay. If you do not know your conversions, your unit conversions, go over them. All right. I think we'll have, when you download the actual NurseSam app to play the full version of this tease game, we're gonna play like 8 or 9 questions. But if you want to play the full 20 questions for free, you need to download the free app, the free NurseSam app, and open up the mobile version of Tease Tuesday Jeopardy, so you can play all 20 questions to get your full practice in. You get your 5 questions of each of these 4 categories for your 20 questions. All right. So let's go ahead and wait. I didn't see who got that one first. Let's go. Hold on. Wait for it. Hold on. Okay, got it. Student nurse to MP, you are killing it. All right, so you already had 500 points. I lost my pen. Nope, it fell. All right, so you already had 500 points. So you just got this one correct and first. So you are now a part of the 1,000-point club. Great job. All right, so who else got what is B? Woman of God, Fearless Nage, Tori S, Yoli, Brianna Monet, Jabri, awesome, great job. Next question. That was math, right? Math for 500. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's do science. All right, guys, science for 400. If you're just now coming in, please remember that this is ATI TEAS Jeopardy. All right? You have to answer the questions in Jeopardy style in order to qualify for the points. Okay? You have to say what is and then whatever the answer is. All right, new question that we have now is science for 400. The presence of two varying alleles of a gene is called a blank individual. Is it 1, homozygous, 2, mutated, 3, heterozygous, or 4, recombinant? The presence of two varying alleles of a gene is called a blank individual. So we're literally looking for the definition. Or they gave us a definition, we're looking for the actual word. The presence of two varying alleles. Let these words kind of help you. Varying alleles. Okay, all right. I then gave all the hints I can get. And the answer is, oh shit. My bad. I think I have this for 300, but originally I had it for 400. So yes, whoever gets this right will get 400 points, not 300. My bad. All right, so the answer is, what is 3? Heterozygous. Heterozygous. That is the answer. Varying means different, like different variations that differ, different. Remember, hetero versus homo. Homo means the same. Hetero means different. So if we have two, I'm sorry, my nose just like going crazy. If we have two varying alleles, we're going to have a heterozygous individual. All right, so it says, if two different or varying alleles are present at a locus of the chromosome, it is considered a heterozygous genotype. All right, genotypes contain two or more alleles, and we represent each allele with a letter. For example, keyword was hetero. Keyword was hetero. What was I saying? Yeah, okay, so yes, we represent each allele with a letter. So let's say, for example, that the allele that we were trying to express or represent, let's talk about the genotype. Let's say it's black hair. Let's say black hair, all right? Now the different alleles, hair type, hair type. The different alleles, whatever they represent, is going to be the phenotype. It's going to be the physical expression. All right. So with each allele that's represented with a letter, if the allele is dominant, it's represented with a capital letter. And if we're going to take that example I just said about hair type, if the allele is dominant, let's say it's dominant for, like, black hair is dominant. So it's going to be represented with a capital B for black. If it is recessive, for example, let's say brown is the recessive color. Brown would be little b, all right? Capital B would be dominant for black, and little b would be recessive for brown, okay? Now, if you have a heterozygous individual, you're going to have varying alleles. So you're going to have one dominant and one recessive, the two different ones. Okay, so you're going to have big B, little b. Big B, little b. If you had a homozygous individual, homo means the same, you would have two of the same alleles. All right, so you'll either have big B, or little b, okay? Big B or little b's. It's going to be a homozygous, it's going to be two of the same. All right, two dominant or two recessive. If it's hetero, as in this question, it's going to be one and the other. One dominant and one recessive. But dominant's going to be the one that always shows. Okay? Does that make sense? BB and BB. Ooh, it's giving Punnett square. It's giving Punnett square. If you're about to take the ATI TEAS, I'm sorry to say, but with the, I think it's in the biology section, Punnett squares are definitely in there. Yeah, that's definitely a subcategory, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. But yes, genetics and like, yeah, it's definitely a category. So make sure you at least review your Punnett squares, open up your ATI TEAS 7 bundles and go through it because, yeah, Punnett squares are definitely going to be, you're going to be tested on something with genes, genotype, like inheritance, all that. All right, so let's go ahead and do, I think, our last question for tonight. And it's math. Yes, in cell and atoms. Absolutely. Yoli said something very important. They drilled like that, like the Punnett square, genotype, inheritance, genetics thing. That, the cell and the atoms, and like the substructures, that's why the cell, all right, and ions and their like relationship in chemistry and bio, like the positive, your negative ions, all that stuff. Yes, please know that. All right, back to the question. Math for 200, guys. Get out your calculators. Mrs. Hughes bought a regular octagonal trampoline for her children. To protect them, she is buying a border that is padded with foam. The border costs $1.99 per foot. If each side of the trampoline, of the octagonal trampoline, is 4.5 feet long, how much will she spend on the border? 1, $53.73. 2, $71.64. 3, $125.25. Or 4, $97.76. What is going to be? How much will she spend on the border if each side of this octagonal trampoline is 8 feet long? Okay, let me go ahead and see. Wait, I didn't say? Wait, hold on, y'all. Stop. Don't say that. Hold on. I didn't say who won that last one. That was science for 300, right? No. Science for 4. You're right, I did not. What is 3? My bad. And y'all see me and hear me? Alright. D. Durham, what is 3? The heterozygous D. Durham got that. So D. Durham, you got 400 points added. So D. Durham, you are now at 900. My bad. My bad, y'all. I love you so much. All right, I'm scrolling back down. All right, everyone's answered this one. All right. Y'all answered how much she'll spend on the border? Okay, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and see what the answer is. What is 2? The answer is, what is 2? $71.64. Wait, let me go ahead and see who got it first, because I will forget. What is 2? What is 2? Student 2 NP. Another 200 points. You now have 1,200, my love. All right. Forever Osha. Also, you also got it. Sam Badio. Brianna Monet. Pure Buyout. Tori S. Yoli. Brittany Joy. Mama Sheeta. Awesome job, everyone that got that right. All right, so this is how we get it. So remember, it asks us to find the border. Whenever you are reading any type of like math test, and especially one where you're either testing for area or perimeter, like those type of like comprehensive math tests, when you see that we're looking for the border or something, we're looking for the perimeter. All right, it's just another word for perimeter, or something around. All right, in order to get the total perimeter, you're going to add up all the sides together. All right. For this one, we're looking for the border of an octagonal trampoline. All right, it already gave you how many sides this octagonal trampoline has. Octagonal. Let that word kind of help you. Octagonal means 8. All right, so each side of this octagonal trampoline was 4.5 feet each. So we can either add 4.5 8 times or multiply 4.5 times 8. Either way, it's going to give you 36 feet. So the perimeter of that trampoline is 36 feet. Remember, the question didn't ask you that though, but it's still important. The question asks you how much it would cost to get that entire border closed off. So now we're going to take the cost of each foot of the fence or whatever it was. It was $1.99. All right, we know we need 36 feet worth. All right, so $1.99 per foot times 36 feet is going to be $71.64 to wrap that thing around. All right. Yoli, that is so funny. She said, for this, numbers were not so close together, so I rounded up to $2 a foot, 4.5 to 5, and then $2 times 5 was 10 times 8, $80. But the closest answer is $71.64. That's funny because I would do the exact same thing if I was running low on time. That's why they started taking away the guesses and putting fill in the blank answers for reasons just like that. But I feel you. I feel you on that because I would do the same thing. That's funny, Yoli. Who's leaving? Pure Buyout. Bye, boo. All right. Yes. So yes, that's how you get the cost. Okay. All right, guys. That concluded our Teas Tuesday. You guys know, especially on my my newbies, they probably don't know. It's okay. Are you serious? They're giving me a countdown. All right, so yes, I have, I guess, 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining. So yes, if you want to play the full 20 questions, make sure you download my app. Make sure you download my app, The Nurse Sam. All right, it's available for iOS and Android devices. You can click the link in my bio or in my story and get it that way. It's free to download. When you download it, open up to Teas Prep and you'll see Teas Tuesday Mobile, so you can play the full 20 questions. All right, it's a free fun review every week. We do the live version here for about an hour, and then you can do the full version on your own time, either alone, at home, with a group, while you lay in bed, whatever. It's anywhere on the go studying, okay? Right, it's counting me down. I'm so glad you see that. It's about to piss me off. All right, what's my next thing that I have to say before they kick me off? Also, if any of that was a challenge, and if you want to review a good study guide for visual learners to complement your official study guide, make sure you check out my ATI TEAS 7 bundle. It's newly updated to reflect the 7th version. All right, also includes the differences and the new breakdown, as well as a visual and comprehensive creative review of anatomy, bio, chem, the math portion, and the reading and English portion. All right, it's going to be a 147 page PDF digital document. Check it out, the link in my bio. I will see y'all next week because this countdown is